And there we go again as I click panically through my overlays. Anyway, this is potentially the last game of the evening. Aggressive Minds versus OslikG Gaming. OslikG took game number 1 in the best of 3. This is the semi-finals of the winner bracket here in the Battle of Central Europe. I hope you enjoyed the game so far. The last one was kind of a messy game, I have to say. I already said it in the outro. I don't want to even go too deep into it. Like, there were some decisions made, items, skills, whatsoever, where I didn't understand it, where I have to ask the player actually what's the reason to go for it, but it doesn't really matter. My name is Heflamog, and Benji is casting with me. We're from Hefla TV, and bringing all these games for the last 72 hours, non-stop, 24/7 to you. Sleep is no problem. Who cares? We don't need that. Anyway, the draft is going on. Let's go into it before I lose my mind.
Exactly, as we are going to be here with game number 2, as in we do have OslikG Gaming. They, beat one of the favourites in the tournament to get to the stage, and now they give one game up. Aggressive Minds, they need to pull something out of the bag and hopefully have a little bit more late game.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the Shadow Demon is the first pick here, and well, it's definitely interesting. Shadow Demon first pick, because Bignum made the big plays on the other side the last game, like a Shadow Demon who was very, very aggressive, stacks all the time. The defensive disruptions were really on spot, I have to say. And now, not just defensive disruptions are coming, also like little shallow craves of a Dazzle. And Dazzle, I haven't seen this hero being picked for ages. Like, really, for ages. And I can just hope OslikG is doing what many CIS teams do, pick an axe as a direct counter. But if that fits in their draft, that's the question. We have the Batright and the Mirana out. That means we have, of course, one Blink Dagger initiation into the Lasso, as well as now, of course, the Bane Nightmare into Arrow combination. So it's very nice what they go for. The second ban rotation yields, well, not too much surprises actually. Just the difference that is, like Aggressive Minds, they're still going for support bans in the AA and the Visage. Visage is very interesting actually as a ban, because it's also a very unpopular hero for some reason, because I still think it's very strong, but I stand alone there with this opinion. Apparently, I still think in the TI we're gonna see pocket strats with Visage, but that's another story. I'm gonna prove that once we're on the TI cast. But on the other side we have Weaver and the Slark. So there they go already for cores, potential cores coming out. And I actually like the Slark bun, especially because Batrider, Mirana, they can't really get away from the pounce if it hits, not even with Leap and the Firefly. So it's definitely a good bun. For the Weaver, okay-ish, I guess.
Yeah, as we do see right now, as in OslikG Gaming, they're actually going for a little bit more of a ganking, roaming lineup themselves at the moment, with that Batrider possibly being the most picked, most banned hero in 6.81 at the moment. While on the opposite side, we do have that Dazzle, which is actually a pretty nice counter. As in, if you can get that Shallow Grave off on to one of those heroes that are being dragged or stunned or arrowed or Fiend gripped or whatever away, it can save their life, or at least slow the opposing team down enough that you can do a counter.
Yep, absolutely. And Aggressive Minds, like, they like magic damage, because like when I look at it, like the last game actually was lost because that was the real super late game hero was missing, something that dishes out just by default more damage, especially when BKBs and everything is up. Like OD Viper was just enough, especially because the Viper went for a full out tanky build instead of like mixing MKB in there. But yeah, now finally we see some physical damage coming out. So Puck it is, and Lifestealer it is. So that's very interesting, because we have also an Infest Bomb on the Puck, which I like. Like, I think Lifestealer is underplayed at the moment, and with Storm Spirit, Batrider, Puck, we have a lot of heroes that can go for nice infest bombs. Also, all the heroes, like we have the Blink Dagger, especially since the mana cost on the Blink Dagger have been removed. Blink Dagger has been a very popular item, and it pops up on so many new heroes where it actually looks good, like, and is utilized. Like I just say Slark, for example, the Shadowblade Slark build is like percentage-wise, I don't know, it's not even a 50-50 ratio anymore. Maybe we see like 20% of all Slarks or 30% of all Slarks, they build the Shadowblade, the rest is going for the Blink Dagger since 6.81. But yeah, that would mean also even more potential infest bombs. That's why I don't understand why the Lifestealer hasn't been picked that much. But on the other side, the Bane, we already talked about it. Nice synergy with Mirana and the Shadow Fiend. OslikG is this time on the dire side, right? Or did you listen to the lobby? I didn't read. I had to AFK.
I'm afraid not. No.
So if they are on the Radiant side, I actually like it. But if they are on the dire side, I'm not a fan of a Shadow Fiend on the dire side. Simply because in the mid lane, you have the two side camps on the Radiant side, which you can stack, which you can raise away, gives you additional souls, like additional farm, like which just gives you as a Shadow Fiend a easy advantage to take there. But yeah, let's see.
We do actually see a Lich being picked up on the OslikG Gaming side. I will say I'm a little bit surprised that Aggressive Minds picked up this Lifesteal as a 4th pick after the Bane got picked up 3rd.
By the way, do me a favor and tell me, like, are those names, like, I'm just looking at the overlay and it looks like the names are a bit top. Is that new? Do you see that like the G is almost in the Marana, and the Aggressive Minds is like going already in the next darker line? That looks really strange.
Oh yes, I do actually notice that.
It looks buggy. That's why it looks on our overlay and everything that like the overlay is blocking a bit like the top of the names. But this is buggy in the lobby, so Volvo, please fix. But either way, the 5th pick was a tiny actually. So we were talking about physical damage, and there we go. That's, I guess, enough physical damage, and both teams have now also a very late game potential. So they actually go for something. I guess they didn't go in the first game. I guess in the first game they thought they'd bring it earlier through, and at a certain point it also looked like it. What they're gonna repeat, like in the first game, is they go aggressive early here in a 5-man gang, and before they meet anyone, I'm gonna fast introduce them. We have Madara, this time on the puck. We have then here the Forbidden Mage on the Tiny, then Spartan playing the Dazzle, and who's missing? Yoko and Skank playing Lifestealer, and of course, yeah, there's the Shadow Demon. Talking about Shadow Demon, disruption is already up. There is a leap, and the leap, is that enough? Oh my god, the open wounds, nice toss. So that should be Inquisitor's death. Like, this is like mirror match, because we had the same situation in game 1, Inquisitor going down. So OslikG's passive play not working out.
That's again as in they got smoked ganked first time. Surely they had to realize it was going to happen the second.
Yep, absolutely. But yep, now that the first blood happened, we still have 15 seconds or a bit more to introduce the Radiant side. Would you do that?
Yep, as we do see that right now on the OslikG Gaming side, they're currently 1-0 up at the moment. We've got Bignum on the Lich being played up there. It looks like he's going to be getting that first sacrifice off to help out his the mid lane Shadow Fiend, which is going to be Choi. In the meantime, we have Invicta.
Inquisitor, yeah.
Yeah, Inquisitor, whatever. On the Marana, Obi-Wan Banan playing on the Bane, a little bit easier to say, and Judo on the Batrider.
Obi-Wan Banan, the best name on the pitch. Either way, let's start. The creep waves meet already in the mid, and there we have an interesting matchup. Bignum already saying hello, and if that is the case, if he actually stays here in the mid and is gonna harass the Tiny, then this Shadow Fiend will definitely have an easy time. By the way, we also got confirmation, of course, they are on the Radiant side. But disruption already happening. They try to box her in, but this time with the leap, well, it's kind of good. They get the damage in, they bait out the leap, so leap another 30 seconds down, and it gives the Lifestealer the time to farm. That's exactly what he needs.
Now, interestingly enough, I will note that Tiny being 1v1 against this Shadow Demon, it's like a really old matchup we saw ages ago. Like,
yeah,
I think even before Dota 2 came out. As in, this is like really old school. Heroes are newer, Dota 1 kind of style.
Whoa, and we got just another kill on the Marana. Like, I didn't think they go again, but they did, and this time the leap was not there. So easy kill again on the Marana, and Obi-Wan Banan couldn't do anything. The Nightmare wasn't even cast, so Inquisitor goes the second time down. And, well, this is definitely not looking good for him. I mean, he is the one who has to, besides, of course, the Shadow Fiend, carry through this game, get some right-click on the Marana, which is a hard task because Marana starts with, like, very, very low base damage. And now, well, let's see how this goes. The Tiny in the mid also taking huge chunks of damage here. Komi with the races and everything, just doing nice job. And we see exactly what I've been talking about there. Make it a triple stack here, already in the lower mid camp. So we're gonna see stacking soon on the other one, and at some point when the ball arrived, then yeah, he will just say, okay, fine, I start racing through this. The Shadow Demon though, in the mid, that might actually be interesting. There is, for example, a courier he could snipe. That would be actually big. But now, oh, there's a disruption, and they rotate in. There's avalanche hitting, and oh my god, the damage by the Shadow Wave, so much. There were 4 targets around him, and the multiplier is absolutely amazing. So 4 times the Shadow Wave damage. Easy going, and they secure the 3rd kill.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty nice thing, considering this Tiny was not having a nice time here on mid. That might be... Gonna have a quick look at the... Yeah, that is going to be his bottle with that. But that's a pretty cute courier. Like a miner dude carrying a pig.
Ah, yeah, I've seen this one. But I think we have a go here. Or actually, do we? No, there's not enough mana for the open wounds. And there's also an arrow. And now, of course, they have a problem. Like, he will definitely go down. Unfortunately, there is no Shallow Grave by Spartan here. So that aggressive build, this time not paying off. With the Shallow Grave, he could have gone back. That was a bit overplayed by the lifestealer. A bit too overconfident after they got 3 kills. He thought he can go for a 4th one. But this time it was not working out. But at least space created for the Tiny in the mid. That was a very important kill. So 1-3 at the moment in the 3rd minute. So at least the kills per minute is okay. I'm absolutely satisfied with that one.
Yeah. The cap is per minute, dangerously low, but the kills per minute, you know, 1 per minute is quite nice.
Yep, I mean this tri lane so far, like there's no need to abandon it. It's working out. The lifestealer is finding farm. Well, this kill of course threw him a bit off, but still 15 and 5. Inquisitor is only 11 and 2. He caught up quite fast though, but still, I mean, up their sleeves there are still 2 kills on the Inquisitor, which is still giving them, of course, a level advantage as such, but it's shared amongst all the heroes. So in fact, Inquisitor is actually level 4 already, while the tri-lane is, yeah, they're all on level 3. So we see, oh my god, there's actually a Nightmare and the arrow, but I don't think they can follow up. And oh my god, that was a very bad timing. He tried to take it off. There is a self-disruption. Like Inquisitor, he has leap, so they have to go back. But this was really unfortunate and very nicely played by Inquisitor. He even managed to interrupt the stealth there on Bignum, on Yoko. Sorry, I was used like after almost 60 minutes Bignum on the Shadow Fiend, on the Shadow Demon. I was like, yeah, Bignum, but no, this time it's Yoko playing him.
Yeah, as we do see the Shadow Fiend, he is, even with getting that death, he is winning mid pretty hard.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, 30-14 at the moment. The Tiny only on 10 and 3. This is actually quite pathetic farm. But then again, what do you expect? I mean, he can only farm with Toss. If he goes close, then maybe Avalanche. Now he's actually utilizing his regeneration rune in the bottle, so he was spamming out everything he had. I don't know why they didn't like bring anything to the Tiny in mid. Maybe then, of course, the Trident would not have been as good. But still, like a Tiny that doesn't get any farm. Well, at least he gets the levels, so at some point he can, I don't know, swap or something. Might be interesting. Let's see. How is Judo actually doing? Judo 32 and 4. He's right after the Shadow Fiend in the mid, which is pretty interesting. The puck as such, he can only secure 24 last hits, but his denies are quite high though.
Yeah, both these 2 teams doing a very nice job. Obviously, the Batrider must be able to pick up those kills. As we do see the Nightmare is going to come out.
Yeah, but he has the lasso and he can't use the orb. That's a safe kill. Very nice timing there. I think he should have maybe baited it out, like not use the orb, but he was like, oh, maybe I get it through before the lasso comes, but he didn't. Now they want to go on Inquisitor, but he still has, of course, the leap. He can use that, but maybe he wants to go back. Now there's the leap, but the leap is not enough. Maybe, yeah, there is one right click. Spartan, come on, do that right click. That was really, I don't know, strange play by Inquisitor, that he doesn't take a straight line or instantly uses the leap to get away, to not get those hits. But yep, he's dying. That's his 3rd death if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he's 1-3-0 at the moment. This is not how the safe lane carry should do. And in the mid, well, the Tiny was still doing as bad as he did before. And Komi, even with his 1 death up his sleeves, maybe make that 2, because we have Spartan and Yoko just coming in. And there's, oh, there might be actually the defensive disruption, no, the offensive disruption now. But is there Avalanche following up? There is maybe a slow. The slow gives the Tiny time, but oh, the toss and the last hit, nice. And all they do is just stun up the Lich. The Lich trying to do something on Yoko, but nah, he can't do anything. So nicely done again the Shadow Fiend in the mid down.
As we do see right now that that Shadow Demon, he's going for a slightly different build, not maxing that to Shadow Poison, going for the more standard Soul Catcher first with a ranking disruption.
Yep, it's well, it's as I said, there's many builds on the Shadow Demon, and like on Big Gnome we saw the Shadow Poison build, and he's going for the Soul Catcher build. So we're gonna see like then a 2-3, 2-3, 2-3 skill up. Let's see how this works out. I mean, Big Gnome, he got a lot of kills last game with the Shadow Poison skill build, which is very interesting to see. But yeah, farming wise, it still looks interesting because Inquisitor, even though he's, well, not too tight bound with his own life, but he's still keeping at least the farm up. But then again, like he's losing all the gold again with his staffs. I mean, so far you got like what, 500 gold. Well, only the Basilos and the Brown Boots. Face Boots is the next step for him. But talking about Face Boots, the Tiny actually achieved them now. So, yep, let's see how the Tiny is doing. At the moment, at least he's getting the levels. And now also a bit gold. But now we have a disruption as well as Soul Catcher. But this time, do they dive this? Yep, there is the arrow though on the Lifestealer. And they go down at the same time. Jesus Christ. Actually, the Lifestealer getting even the kill there. But now, oh my god, Obi-Wan Banan. This is really, really, really bad. You're just so caught in, and there is a nightmare on himself. Can he deny himself? He actually,
yes, he can.
He commits suicide. Perfect timing for Obi-Wan Banan. But still, this was a bad trade. I mean, it's a 2-for-1 trade, and the Lifestealer died just... he got the kill, and the Mirana died just a second after. So, in the end, he's getting the experience and the gold. And Inquisitor just back on the line. Another disruption. There is Waning Rift. No, Waning Rift is not coming out. Is there at least a poison? Madara diving very, very deep. Now, he has to use the orb, and it's following him. No, but it's disjointed. Now, the right click by Inquisitor. This was a very, very, very strange dive. Because Dazzle, not part of it. Dazzle did not come in for poison touch or anything. Arrow. Oh my god. What an arrow. So double kill for Inquisitor. He's taking big revenge on them.
Very nice stuff there coming out from the Marineros. OSG are... I'm not quite sure what the stats are looking like right now. We do see the experiences in their favour by 4k, while the gold around about 1.5k is. We are starting to leave that laning stage and go into the everyone ganking everyone else in the face stage.
Yep,
also known as the mid game.
It's 5 KPM at the moment because we got 5-8 in 9 minutes, so I'm happily satisfied. But most of the action actually happened in the safe lane, because if you think about it, there were just 2 rotations into the mid, which led both to a kill, and 1 rotation top with Judo, his first lasso pretty much, and that led to a kill on the puck. But like so far, they leave the other lanes pretty untouched. But now Komi, well, there's new stacks for him here in the side, so he's still getting everything he needs, and there's even more stacks coming here. The big central camp, yeah, this is now quadruple. No, this is a triple stack. They make everything happen for the Shadow Fiend, which is, I guess, the smartest choice to do, because, I mean, why not? Wait, actually, was this stacked by the Dazzle?
I guess it was. Well, actually, I don't know.
Why does the Dazzle stack this camp?
I
don't understand. There's so many things I don't understand in these games. I mean, last game I was already baffled about a couple of things, but this one is very strange. I mean, this was the Dazzle, right? Stacking and then going up. But okay, there's a disruption now, and let's see if they follow up, because Judo is in the pit, and yeah, Lish is going down very, very fast, and the Trinko holding them all in place. The Bane is getting still the kill on the Shadow Demon, but now the Shadow Fiend is being channeled through, and Tiny not doing anything. He's trying to go back, but in the end the magic damage is taking him down. So far it's a 1-2 trade, and they're heading back because, yeah, no mana, no cooldowns whatsoever.
In the meantime, we do have this SF. He didn't join that fight. He is level 11 though, and he is starting to get into that very, very dangerous position of the game where he's got that getting those levels inside the presence of the Dark Lord, that nice nice armor resistance, and he's also got that Midas. And going probably towards, well, there's a lot of things you can buy on the Shadow Fiend.
Well, it's like 99% it's gonna be a BKB. It's so required in this game, and it would be anyway fit just a standard build on the Shadow Fiend. But I still don't understand. Was that... Maybe it was Judo actually who stacked it, and I was just looking bad. Like, I can't imagine that the Dazzle actually stacking up. But yeah, it must have been Judo, and then rotating to the right. It's, as I said, it's very late, so... No, it just didn't make any sense. Like, just me being blind. But there is, oh my god, the Moonlight Shadow. And are they getting something? Nope, they don't get anything. So this Moonlight Shadow goes into nothing. This nice sentry ward here actually scouting it all out. So in the end, yep, Moonlight Shadow cooldown. It's a very long one on level 1. It's 140 seconds. And now there's a little race for invisibility rune. But yeah, if Komi uses it instantly, then, well, he would get away. Under like different circumstances, then Skanks would have had a chance here to get a nice kill actually. Well, level 4 rage. I don't know, it might have been enough to get through Komi. 890 HP, why not? Oh, but there, the Requiem of Souls, as well as the Lasso, but defensive disruption, like, is coming up, but he's running through the fire, but yeah, rage is up. So they're all low, but they're getting out of it. That's the most important part. And here, this poor creep has Soul Catcher.
Yeah,
now I can draw. Wow.
Having soul creep, soul catcher on a creep, it's a bit like an extra screw you.
Yeah, no, I mean, the Soul Catcher is just something, I don't know, you cast it anyway, it just, I don't know, it belongs to the rotation, you always try to aim it, but it's not that easy if there's creeps around to actually aim it correctly. But now, Mirana leaping back, the Tiny with the dagger, they get the toss and the avalanche combination, even though the Nightwell was there. Puck is actually taking it off the Tiny, but still, it does matter. Inquisitor going down, and except that nice play with a double kill. I mean, actually, he got more. Even in the last fight, he got the 2 kills. He's 4 and 5 now. All of a sudden, it's funny. He had such a bad start, like with 4 deaths in a row. But yeah, he's striking back now.
Yeah, so you see those, his last hit is pretty low right now, as well as his net worth. As out of the top 6 cores, only the Puck is doing slightly worse than him. And considering he's basically the primary carry for his team, not the greatest in the world, while this Shadow Fiend is continuing to farm.
Yep, and talking about farm, they wanted to go for Skanks, but they need the lasso into the rage or something, then drag him back, wait for the range, then the races would kill him, as well as, of course, the Frost Blast. Or, yeah, Frost Blast. I was just thinking, is it Ice Blast, Ice Blast, Ice Blast, Frost Blast? There's, like, so many shadows and so many ice and frost in this game. It's sometimes confusing. But yeah, either way, they they already apply some pressure to the tower. The tower is actually pretty low, and finally this game we don't have anything. But oh, there's a nice infest bomb on Inquisitor. He's still alive, and now he actually leaps away. Judo's coming in. What is the last suit target? So far he doesn't get anything, but oh my god, the Leash ultimate is going to the illusions. That is really bad. It could have gone the other way, but the Puck is joining in, and it's still bouncing like mad, but Inquisitor still alive, and in the end, the Shallow Grave keeping him up a bit, but Obi-Wan Banan, he's casting that through all the time. The Puck still surviving, and the Lifestealer going through it, but is he alive? Yes, he is actually alive. I can't believe it. Also, the Puck survived actually the entire Freen script duration in a Shallow Grave. But now, Spartan, this was not the best flame break because it pushed him even further away. Maybe with a setup of Nightmare, then into Brain Sub, etc., some right clicks, that would have been enough, but yeah, the flame break was a bit off target.
I want to mention there's something in particular. We saw something like absolutely fantastic. The only reason why that Moron survived was because the last minute Nightmare from Bane. Defensive Nightmare coming out, giving him that opportunity to get the leap off, and brilliant play there coming out from Obi-Wan Banan.
Yep, Obi-Wan Banan, the best name on the pitch. But either way, let's see the crafts, because we are like 15 minutes in, and you already said something about like when we were at like 8 minutes, it was a very early craft, but yeah. We're working on like 7,500 XP lead, and it's funny because OslikG, like, it feels like they're on the back foot, but they're not. They're actually leading in everything, regardless of the 5 kills they're behind. But talking about kills, this was a very fast one. Like 13 and 7 now for the kills, but the problem is a rolling Midas as well as all of stacked chems here. It's just working very well for OslikG when it comes to farming. They're so routined in farming that they don't even need those kills. But there we have the lasso on. It is on the Puck, but where's the follow-up? There is no follow-up. The Brains up, of course, doing some damage, and now, oh, it's holding him in place. He's trying to TP out, but oh, where does it continue? Anywhere. There's a Nightmare. Nothing's happening. Oh, actually, there is something happening. There's a toss and the right click. So, easy kill there for the Tiny with the Blink Dagger. It's also been a while I've seen a Tiny with the Blink Dagger. Now, oh, the Puck going super aggressive. Like Inquisitor, if he... Oh my god, there's the leap. And, yeah, Perfect timing. Tiny just waiting till the leap comes, and then he uses the Blink Dagger instead of using it for a long or short distance. Now we have Infest Bomb coming in. The Shadow Fiend actually killing the Dazzled. He was a bit too enthusiastic there, and oh my god, he even kills the other one. In the end, he goes down, and the puck, 20 HP. Jesus Christ. If he would not have attempted this TP out, he would have gotten a triple kill. And yeah, Tiny in the mid, a really fast kill. But this time, Fiend's Crib up, and he's standing in the fire at the moment, and this should be enough. And there goes his dominating streak. But Judo, he has to pay with his life. No, he does not, because defensive nightmare. So nice play by Obi-Wan Banan.
My god, there we have a Tiny with a Blink Dagger. Is this Dota 1 again? Did I open up the wrong game?
I don't know. But yeah, like a viewer was just asking, this is the semi-final of the winner bracket. So yep, there's then tomorrow the grand final where the loser bracket and the winner bracket actually meet. TCN lost the last game versus OslikG, but talking about losing, like last suit means you will lose your life. So poor Dazzle, he's easily dying, and that means I think this tower is definitely going down. Inquisitor already starting to right click. Maybe we have some deny attempt. Yes, Puck is getting deny, and the Naix is coming in. And this is an easy kill unless they don't have any detection, but they do. So this way, Inquisitor is still caught. No, actually they don't have connection. Oh my god, the toss. Is there any avalanche? Did he use? Oh, he used it before.
He used it, but there was a nice leap.
Oh, that was bad combination. That could have been a kill. But was there any sentry ward? The sentry ward was here. Maybe no, that is not enough. How did they have vision on the Bane? Did the Bane use another skill or something? That's why he was visible again against the Moonlight Shadow?
Possibly.
Or in the Moonlight Shadow, rather. I have no idea how that happened, but talking about getting caught, Judo now here. He's definitely being visible, and he can use the Blink Dagger now. He's TPing out, but if they find him... did he just start to cast? No, he wanted to cast the Shadow Poison just to get a vision, but oh my god, Shadow Fiend. He is invisible, and they have no vision. No detection whatsoever. This is really not paying off. If they would get just one dust, they were a lot richer.
As we see the Shadow Fiend, he has gone for that Shadow Blade. As in we've got a Shadow Blade Shadow Fiend and a Blink Dagger Tiny.
Yep, Blink Dagger Tiny.
This is old school to the max.
Yeah, this is really old school. So aggressive mines are rather old school mines. Like it's... On the one hand, it's refreshing. On the other hand, I'm like, yeah, well, had that 2013. But now, look, in the mid, they are looking for something. Like the Naix, hands off your keyboard. You don't even need it. And look, they just going in, and suddenly they find each other just blinking in the wrong direction. Oh my god! But Batrider, he thought he can get a single Tiny there, but suddenly there was some nasty little thing coming out of his stomach, and it's called Lifestealer. But almost Shadow Fiend, but defensive disruption there. Like, but he's still the race directly. Perfect timing. Demonic Purge here on Inquisitor. He has no mana to leap. He had 15 charges. Oh my god, the Wrecking of Souls is wrecking him. But their defensive nightmare of Obi-Wan, keeping them at the moment. Oh, now they have to run. The drums already have been used. I mean, the puck can easily go away. The Naix, well, yeah, there we go. The Infest was ready again, and this won't be enough. 1, 2, actually, I think 3 right clicks were needed, but he was not there in time. So in the end, we have 14, 20 in 20 minutes. Like, we can't complain about kills per minute, for sure.
No, we can't. And this Shadow Fiend, he's doing what Shadow Fiends do best when they get a good start. He's just farming like a boss. 177 kill last hits.
Yeah, this is what OslikG was banking all the time. Like, they were accepting the fact that their tri-lane was going horribly wrong. So just for the simple fact that the Shadow Fiend was still farming, regardless of those 2 rotations in mid that led to a kill. But Komi here on a Shadow Fiend, he's actually a beast. And since they're on the Radiant side, like, I mean, it's also for OslikG very important that they win this game, because, like, dragging the game on more than going into a 3rd game with a chance to drop into the loser bracket, it's... If you have the chance to finish it, but talking about finishing, the Tiny again, are you kidding me? Tiny, no vision for him.
Yeah, because let's face it, and neither of these 2 teams wants to drop down to the lower bracket where they've got to go up against one of 4 very strong teams, the Merlin Esports, NYI, TCN or Goomba. Let's face it.
Like, all of those teams can potentially win against any of these 2 teams here in the winner bracket, so winning this and getting your spot in the grand final, that's absolutely what you need. But now, oh, Komi, He wants it. He really wants that tower. He has to pay for it. Now TP out instantly. Yeah, but the courier is next to him. He's trying to macro it away, but oh my god, is there blink dagger? No, there's not a blink dagger, but there's also not a haste. So courier, yeah, courier is safe. That was very wary.
The little flying horsey is going to be perfectly fine. Marauder's going to pick up that kill into Dazzle.
Yeah, that was a long-range arrow actually stunning him there and a double starstorm, but I didn't realize it till Dazzle was actually like so low HP, but I jumped with the camera. But talking about kills, there is Armlet Lifestealer keeping himself just barely alive, but in the end, the Bat Rider is getting a double kill.
Nice stuff coming out from him.
Yeah, absolutely. OslikG striking back, and now, like on top of their XP and gold lead, they also find the kills now. I mean, Komi going down, that is of course bad there. He rotated top here, but I mean, at least Judo is taking those kills with him. So in the end, it was core for core, and the puck as well dying. And since the Tiny, to be honest, the Tiny is again not banking on. I don't know, what is this? I mean, he has like stuff of wizardry. I guess that's just for his mana pool a bit, since he's roaming at the moment. But no Arcanum Scepter Rush coming in, which is very strange, to be honest. Now, let's see what we got here.
A Force Staff, my
Force Staff.
god.
I'm very disappointed now. Like, because we've seen it last game, they didn't win, even though they had the better game, they didn't win because they didn't have the very late game, while OslikG had it. And now we have a Tiny who's focusing still on this game, but like in 10-15 minutes, you are happy that you have a Tiny with Arcanum Scepter, a BKB and a Daedalus, instead of a damn Force Staff, because now, like, he has one slot left. Actually, 0 slots if he wants to carry TPs or even a dust or anything. But now they are looking for Komi here.
BKB.
Oh my god. And now, well, he doesn't TP out because he can't do it, and he's just trying to get the kill on the Dazzle. Would have been actually successful. But now, oh my god, the Bat Rider is going in with the Firefly and everything. But now he's getting stunned, tossed up, but Yule Scepter, okay. Just giving him even a better position for that avalanche. So the nice try by the Bat Rider there to securing 2, but in the same time Inquisitor just doing damage to the tower and now rotating out. But still, Komi getting caught out, that's of course very bad. So AGM with their aggressive approach to the game and like really gank oriented, Tiny for example, I mean, they get at least the kills that keeps them in the game at the moment. That's the only reason. Like, if this was a farm game or decided by who has the most farm and then the throne is just falling, OslikG would take it. And just to put that in numbers before they gank top here, still 8k lead in XP by OslikG, and when it comes to gold, over 10k. That's how bad it is. That's how bad it is when you even lead in kills, but you just don't farm.
As in, this is mostly due to the Bat Rider, in fact. Bat Rider having a huge amount of gold. He's got his Blink, his Force Staff, and the Yules. You can't really ask for any more on, and including his Boots of Travel. As in, this Bat Rider is jacked. Almost as jacked, in fact, as the Midas carrying Shadow Fiend, which is pretty impressive.
Yeah, it is. I mean, last game we already had the difference that like one team was carrying Midas, the other one wasn't, or there's one more Midas on one team than the other, and then if you project it over an entire game, that makes just the difference. And a few is also like a new meta stunning a courier. To be honest, I think that Avalanche on the courier just came out to give vision in case the Shadow Fiend and the Dazzle make it to get a right click in there. But yeah, I think we have a lesser initiation, and it is on the Tiny, but he's already slowed, and now Moonlight Shadow is coming out, but the Bat Rider is pretty much down. But Yule Scepter is keeping it at the moment, right? Alive. Yeah, he's getting away. There is a courier flying. I don't know where it's flying, but it's going down. So absolutely mismarking Inquisitor. Like, they want to get that puck, but there is no. The arrow is actually available. In the meantime, the Lich actually got the kill on the Dazzle. The arrow, did it find something? No, it did not. So what are they doing now? They're just full stuffing the puck so they can use their blink daggers. In the end, Dazzle is going down for the cost or for the price of nothing.
Well, the Dazzle and the Courier. The Courier is a little bit bigger, so considering it's 175 gold for all of the players on the...
But what was in there? Did you see before the Courier died what was in there? Was there something important, or did it actually receive the recipient there?
I think it received and was trying to get away. Just give me a moment. Will it let me click on it? No, it won't. Never mind.
But yeah, either way, like we see also new stacks coming in here, so the Shadow Fiend, like he will just farm away. He probably will even clear out the stack before, or will they? I'm not quite sure. Actually, I think this Observer Wall will block it, so there won't be further stacking. But let's see. I mean, we're in the 27th minute, 18:23, and I still don't feel that AGM, I don't know, like...
I think, don't get me wrong, as in, they are making it work right now. They're not doing what they did last time, where they kind of... they do have that late game on the sense of lifesteal, which they are building as a carry.
Yeah, I mean, they hold themselves with the kills. I already said it, like they're doing really good job as in roaming and ganking there for example. But the problem is, yeah, again, no detection on the Shadow Fiend. Like the throw was, the toss was really nice, but Judo, oh, he's getting the lifestealer now, but he's disrupted at the same time. Is Komi getting something in? It is still with the rage up, so I don't know if they get something like this, but now, oh, even Frostblast, but look at the close-up arrow, and in the end, there is a phase shift, and does he get it? Yeah, he actually gets out, but they're still following him, and there is a Fiend Script on Yoko, but yeah, Yoko will die in the flame break. So OslikG striking back there, 3 of them are dying, the Nyx is just hiding in Tiny, and I don't think it's a good idea to come back here, Tiny. That might be not a really good idea, because all 5 of them are alive, decent HP, decent mana.
I will say the difference that fight made was the fact that they decided to just disrupt the Batrider rather than disrupt the person he was carrying.
Yep, actually they find Komi here, but again, Shadow Plate and no detection.
Yeah, very nice. Again, they really could do with a few of their supports picking up the dust they need, as the Shadow Fiend is going to be able to get his Midas, Mantis style, up. He's already got a Midas a while back, and he's got the double M and lots of damage coming out from him. He's really going to start chewing through this enemy team, especially with that Midas army you get just from his third ability. Well, fifth ability, kind of.
Absolutely, and well, let's see. I mean, OslikG now, it's on their side. They're catching up in kills and just solidifying what they already got. And yeah, we got a new lasso, and this time it's in a full arrow, followed up by a Frost Blast. And you already saw the animation. Yoko was already trying to get that happening. I mean, the disruption happening to save him. And now Tiny versus Shadow Fiend. That the fight of the giants. But I don't know if you want to go against...
Tiny does have a double damage there.
Yeah, the double damage on a Tiny, that's something I'm not sure you want to go for. But Tiny, I think he's coming back. He's looking at the tier 1 tower, maybe getting that, but he knows the Shadow Fiend is still around. Now he actually sees him, and there is a toss combination. And the second he wanted to like right click him, he's getting stunned by Cracky Exterior. Oh my god.
It's always so annoying when you're playing like that. I think I played once in a Nyx Assassin where every single time I went in for the Vendetta Strike, I got stunned up.
Yep,
as we do see the initiation, but
he doesn't hit him. Nice. He's really fast on the Blink Dagger, to be honest. Like the Tiny with the plays, but I still don't like the Tiny build with Force Turf and Blink Dagger, because like he's pretty much at the end of his, yeah, the best part of his game is pretty much over. Like, what is next? Where is the damage coming from? At some point, you just don't have enough damage anymore with the Avalanche Toss combination. You need to follow up, and that's only lifesteal and some magic damage coming out. But, oh, I think we have the next Invest Bomb. Yep, they want to go, but do they see Big Gnome? There's Inquisitor, and I think, yep, this is... Nope, actually, they get a nice bouncing here going on between all those heroes. Oh my god, it's doing so much damage. Look at it, it's doing so much damage, but it's not enough. So in the end, he goes down, and Big Gnome was also the gem carrier. So that's a big downside. In the meantime though, Komi, he doesn't care. Tier 2 tower is the next objective, as well as Judo. He's clearing the wave, and Komi is working on the tower. So a tower for a Lich kill, not the best trade you want to do.
As we do see that, so as in surely, like what you said before this, yes, there he is. He's going for the AGMs finally. Going for that point booster. Yep, he's got the point booster in hand. It looks like he's basically trying to give his team the advantage early game. But
there's initiation, Fiend Script and Lasso. That's even a bit overkill. So he's going down in just seconds, and that might be actually the window they need to go for the tier 2 tower. That would leave AGM with only one tier 2 tower left, and that is of course then the point where OslikG took the game, won already, where they were just standing in front of the tier 3 towers, slow sieging, etc, and they're really good at it. But in the meantime, Inquisitor, oh well, he has Demonic Purge on him, and now he's getting of course all the damage, and he can't lead away anymore. That's the big problem. But with the BKB, he can still run. Problem is, who is faster, who is slower? Oh, Inquisitor, there's a nicely aimed arrow, and it's not gonna hit anyone. So, yep, beautifully done in the end. But yep, he's just too mobile. And in the meantime, Komi, well, he's just doing already damage to the tower. Why not? Madara, he can't really do anything. The only good thing is the puck actually has gem, so if they hold him in place. But in mid, oh, we have a nice lasso initiation already on the Shadow Demon. He's getting the Shallow Grave, and Mirana has to get out of here. And there is a disruption on the Batrider, but the Flame Break is not ready. 7 seconds, and Yoko, there's nothing really he can do. Yeah, with the Firefly, he's just dying, and now the Bane is the next target. They have, of course, the vision required, but oh, there's the toss avalanche. But the problem is, Mix is stunned, and there is the Ice Blast, and it stopped bouncing there. So in the end, well, they all go down, and they still hunt the Tiny. So OslikG still all standing, sort of. And let's see, I mean, Judo has a new lasso in 10 seconds, and they can just go for whatever they want to go. Tiny maybe looking for something low HP, but you won't find anything. Like, you really won't find anything. It's time to go back to the base. And I think, yeah, he just got the memo.
Yep, and that is the issue with a Tiny without an AGMs right now. That although he's almost got it, just 1k away.
Oh,
I do see the lasso coming in brilliantly on the life stealer.
Easy going. The Requiem actually, yeah, hitting him there before he gets the rage up. So Madara, oh my, Madara going for it. Oh my god, the courier snipe in the background. That's just amazing. So at least he gets something there out of the fight, but still a 2. Oh my god, I think he's even paying for that one. Oh my god, he's getting out. Everything has been mistimed. You're never really sure how much levels there are in the phase shift, but I mean, at this point of the game you can be. But oh, Avalanche Toss actually on 2 targets, that's quite a lot of damage. But Mac instantly coming out. They could need, of course, Dazzle heals now on their side, but they have Urn. That should be enough. They get some damage on the tier 3 tower, and now they decide they go back. Or maybe it's a bait. No, they don't stay around. And Komi, well, he has also no lifesteal whatsoever. Let's see. But the courier one, that was hilarious. Puck not giving a damn about a tier 3 tower. Just go in the background and kill the courier. It's gold is gold, why not? But still, we have the first time in the game that OslikG took over the kill board. 27-24 in 34 minutes, and now putting some crafts on top of it. OslikG, look at this. It's ridiculous how much they are ahead. 25 in experience and over 20k in gold. I have no idea what AGM could do to actually turn this game, because all those fights, those initiations, we're coming to the point where I have to ask the Tiny if it was really smart to not go for the damage. I mean, now he has, in theory at least, the money to go for Aghanim Scepter. It leaves him without any buyback whatsoever. And the Aghanims alone, well, without a BKB for example, it's not really working. But, oh my god, I think Lifestealer is the next target. He's still, oh, he has no rage, but there's a nice silence as well as, of course, the Dream Coil. But now, yeah, they go for the Lich. He's the weakest link. Why not going for him? But, well, through the Ice Armor, once the rage is fading, that's, of course, a hard thing to do, but he will still go down. He's leading all the people away from the Batrider, so in the end, they make the best out of it and just sacrificing Big Gnome here. But in the meantime, Tiny just going against Komi and no chance whatsoever. By the way, the Shadow Fiend, he's going for Satanic now.
Yeah, Zinchomi is very, very close to it. So close to picking up that Satanic. I think he's actually got it right now. He'd have it in his hand if it wasn't for the fact that the courier is dead at the moment.
Oh, it's actually Chomi. I always thought it's a K. But yeah, it's Chomi. A viewer just told me. So yeah, it's Chomi. Chomi, okay? From now on, I have to try. Oh, I have to try it. Yeah, try to keep that in mind.
As we do see that, in the meantime, the problem you have is that the one carry they have on this Lifestealer.
So here, and he's pulling him high ground. Look at this. Yep, and there you go. Is there a TP on him? No, there's no TP. He's just leaving him there. When there is actually, oh my god, he's just buying some time. He has the Blink Dagger on the other side of the high ground, and he's out of there. Oh, I'm so sorry, Dazzle, but like here, you get a smiley. Look, like there.
Does anyone on... Well, technically Tiny can come down, help him, force staff him off, or...
By the way, in this courier was actually quite decent because that courier was carrying a Helm of Dominator as well as the diffuser blade. I think the Dominator came later, but the diffuser blade on Mirana was up there. So the courier kill was actually not bad when you consider the situation.
Yeah, that actually slowed down the push from Shadow Fiend by quite a bit. But I was going to say that the issue you have currently with this lifestealer attempting to solo carry, so to say, is the fact that basically the entire of OSG's team is just simply there to counter this lifestealer. You've got half of their abilities, as we do see another drag going out into this Tiny. Tiny getting dragged to his doom. He does have the Aghanim now, but is it going to matter?
Time, yeah, it's just enough. He's just standing there in the fire. Can't do anything. That's Fiend's Grip, and even the ultimate of Lish used. I don't even think the ultimate was needed there, but just to make sure, why not? It is. What kind of cooldown is it on level 3? Oh, this was level 2 even, 115. Well, that's kind of acceptable. I mean, they could need it if they want to go high ground now, but, well, Chomi is, like, I have to burn that in my mind that I don't say it wrong again, because, like, yeah, Chomi is split pushing, so the last outer tower is gone now. Skank's just, I don't know, trying to intimidate him a bit, while just showing some presence. I mean, Spartan now is the solo dazzle. Now Shadow Wave, like, just pushing, getting some pressure on OslikG tier 2 tower, but to be honest, I don't think they care too much. I really don't think they care, but now I think they want to go on Chomi here. But BKB out, and maybe his entire team is rotating in, but no, I don't think so. He's like playing really ballsy because he also has, of course, say the Satanic, keeping himself alive. And look, the Dazzle. The Dazzle is getting the tower here. But at the same time, tier 3 tower is taking quite some damage. And I was actually thinking that maybe Chomi is going for the sneaky plays, getting the tier 3 tower while the backrow protection is down. But yep, we have a goal here. Inquisitor Avalanche is not hitting whatsoever, but there is the lasso, and they don't even need it. Now, does he channel it now? Requiem of Souls. Well, it's not getting through because of the silence, but now Skanks. Oh, he's working on Chomi, but now Chomi, there is the Satanic. Look at the Satanic working. 1, 2, 3. No, actually, now it's off, but still, it's absolutely fine. There is a Fiend Script. We'll clean up the last one. Puck is the last survivor, blinking back to the base, and now it's time for GG. Yes, it is. They decide.
This
it's
Shadow
over.
Fiend, Chomi, with a ch, is actually just carried so hard down there that you see that the Lifestealer and the Tiny, they had a good start, they got a lot of kills, but they just weren't able to stop the farm. As we do see that is going to be 2-0 in favor of OslikG.
Yep, absolutely. That means OslikG takes this winner bracket semi-final here in a 2-0, which is also the end of our day, pretty much. So finally we are at an end in our Arcane Slave. And well, that's pretty much it. I thank you for tuning in. As I said, for all those who follow me since pretty much 2 days ago, like starting from a Seed tournament over to the battle here, JDL, back to South American Dota, and now back to JD and BOC. Also Leaders League on being on Half-Life TV 2, as well as also another mix of tournaments. It was a crazy 2 days. Tomorrow a bit less games than today because we just can't keep this up. And well, it's definitely interesting what we saw today. Tomorrow we have the grand final. That's definitely interesting. So I hope you all tune in there. And yep, my name is Haflamoke. With me was Benji. And tomorrow around, I think the first game starts. Wait, I have to look it up. Yeah, the first game starts again at 18, and I think the other one is. I think we already start at 17, if I'm not mistaken. But I have to look this up. But on our Facebook and Twitter, as usual, you get the news when the next game is coming, so you can follow your favorite team. And of course, the casters you also want to follow here on Half-Life TV, since we are a community label. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Some music, some ads, and then the stream will slowly but steadily run out and say goodnight to all of you. So sleep well. Bye bye.